an honest recap of my healthy me week, or maybe 10 days. I did really good my first week and lost like 10 pounds, but those holiday pounds are always the easiest to actually come off. So those came off, but then it has been tough this last week because I actually gained a couple of pounds, and then I've they've come back down, but it was just tough. We had some events that involved a lot of food with our church family and friends, and so trying to navigate those without eating too much and falling back into my old pattern. I did fairly well, but I did, have some things that were not on my diet, but I recovered. And this last week, I've been adding some cabbage soup to my diet. I know it's kind of high in carbs, but listening to some people on YouTube, I remember them saying that as many leafy greens, leafy greens are good. You shouldn't necessarily count those as bad carbs against your keto um, carb level. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope they know what they're talking about, because that's what I did. I had some cabbage soup, and a lot of people have lost weight using cabbage soup. It's great, for cleansing, and it has a lot of benefits. And they say actually when you eat cabbage and celery, your body actually burns more calories processing it than you're actually taking in with it. So I was thinking, okay, this couldn't be too bad. And I just probably needed to put less tomatoes. I think I got too many tomatoes, and I think that probably would kick me out of my keto. But you live and learn. I tried, and this week was not too good, but I got through it, and I'm pushing forward and hoping that I will see changes this week. I believe my body is just adjusting to healthier eating, and I know that eventually it just kicks in, and it just sometimes just takes off, but it just takes off a little bit slower for some people. So I'm staying encouraged. I'm keeping up with what I said I'm going to do. I've been exercising. I did my exercises 4 times this week, so that is definitely a plus for me. And I will do that again this week. And actually, today I'm trying to get ahead of the game. I'm doing some cooking, so I've made some more keto things. I did make some more cabbage soup. I'm not going to put the tomatoes in it this time. And I have made some keto granola. I made these keto blondies, which, yeah, I'm trying not to do too many keto snacks because I know I can get carried away, and then that raises your whole calorie intake, and then you're not going to lose weight, because I definitely believe you have to keep your calories down to a certain amount. At least for me at my age, I have to keep my calories down. So I am trying not to snack too much so that doesn't happen. But if I'm sampling and trying all these different recipes, then I ruin it for myself. So I'm trying to avoid that this time. And I made the blondies, and I've been drinking my coffee. And so what I wanted to do is give you a little idea of what my recipes look like. So I will show those after my time talking with you. And I just hope that you're doing good. And, again, this is to encourage each other. So I hope that as I'm doing this, I'm hoping I'm encouraging somebody else to do it. And at the same time, I hope that you would encourage me. So thank you for watching. Off my day, I usually have to have the perfect cup of coffee, or as close to the perfect cup as possible, because it's hard to have it perfect these days, but I try. And so what I will do is I will use these coffees. This is from Aldi's. It is my favorite dark roast from Aldi's. And of course, this is my splurge coffee right here that I get to sometimes, not all the time. But I love to either use this sugar-free creamer, which is not keto, clean keto, but it does do the trick for when you do want to have a good cup of coffee and stay away from those carbs. But if you want to do a little bit more of a cleaner keto coffee. Then on this side, I have my MCT oil that I will add with some butter or heavy whipping cream. And I got this off of the internet. It was a good price, like $10 for 2 for 10, I think, at the time. And then equal taste, very close to sugar for me, and it's less than 1 carb. So that's a good one to put into my coffee along with my heavy whipping cream. And that gives me a lot of fat when I want to do the fat in the morning. And then if I want to get a little bit of flavor into my coffee, then doing some cinnamon. And this vanilla from Walmart is really good. It has a really good vanilla flavor to it, and it's not that expensive for a vanilla. It's better than your imitation, and it's probably not as expensive as the real vanilla. So this is a vanilla blend, but it's really good. So that's my coffee in the morning. That helps me to get going and start off my intermittent fasting, because that's what I'm still trying to do, and that will hold me over until I'm ready to have an early lunch or early afternoon snack, or a late morning snack, whichever you want to call it. But that's what I try to use to hold me over, and drink lots of water. Sauteing some mushrooms and onions. I was told that mushrooms are something that you can eat like as many as you want on the keto diet. And I also put some coconut oil and some olive oil in this with a little bit of salt. I have my sea salt, my virgin olive oil, and my coconut. I get a lot of this stuff from Aldi's. That's my lunch. And oh, there was a sausage in there. You probably saw the sausage that I had left over from dinner, so I put it in there, and that's one hot sausage. That's my lunch for today. I'm excited. So I'm doing this delicious blondie, peanut butter blondie recipe from Num Num. Today I'm going to change it a little bit because it asks for a couple of things that I don't necessarily have all of. So I'm starting off with the almond flour from Walmart. It's going to need some unsweetened chocolate to put on the top. I have my baking powder, my sugar-free chips that I got from Walmart. They're kind of hard to come by. You kind of have to get them when you see them because they sell out fast. I'm going to use stevia instead of the xylitol. I learned that the conversion, I forgot it. But I think it was like 1 teaspoon of the stevia drops instead of the 2/3 cup of xylitol. I had to convert that. And then I'm using half coconut oil and half butter for the butter content that I needed. And then I'm using the sea salt, sprinkle on top, my delicious vanilla blend I get from Walmart, and my organic peanut butter I get from Walmart too. And I've already put my egg in there. I've melted some of the coconut oil in there, and the butter is softened. So I'm going to stir those all up, and I'll let you see the finished product. I haven't sampled it yet. I did try a little corner. It was a little crumbly at first, so I'm hoping the whole thing is not. But I'm not always really good with my measurements, so I probably measured something wrong. I might have to do this one again.